Today I'm predicting match week 10 of the Premier League season. Now before I start, could you like, comment, share, subscribe, and thank you for doing so. We start off with the match week 10 with Arsenal top of the league and their defence looking absolutely unbeatable, only conceded 3 goals in 9 games. But our first match of match week 10 is going to be Brighton versus Leeds. It's at Brighton's place, and I forgot what the place is called. Let me know in the comments what the place is called. And I think it's the Amex. Anyways, Brighton versus Leeds. I feel like this is a match where Brighton are actually gonna, disappoint a few people here, and I think it's gonna be a draw by Leeds. I feel like Leeds will be resilient enough, and I feel like this will be a draw, and I feel like it will be a 2-2 draw, and I feel like Mitoma will score, and someone from Leeds, I don't know, put in one of the centre backs, they can score, and I say it will be a 2-2 match, and I feel it'll be a great match for the neutral, but I feel like it'll be a 2-2 decent match is what it is. Then we got Burnley versus Arsenal. Burnley are definitely not going to score 100%. I guarantee they're not going to score a single goal, and I feel like this is going to be an easy 4-0 Arsenal win. And actually, no, you know what? We're going to give it a 2-0 Arsenal win, but I feel like Burnley, they're going to, hold back, hoping to get a draw maybe or nick a goal. And I feel like it'll be a 2-0 Arsenal win where we'll have, let's say, Bukayo Saka and one of these midfielders scoring, maybe Zubimendi. And I feel it'll be a 2-0 Arsenal win, and that will keep them top of the league. On to the next one, Crystal Palace and Brentford. This is a match where both teams are in great form. Both teams have just literally beaten Liverpool. Their last matches for both teams, they just won against Liverpool. One in the Carabao Cup, one in the Premier League, and I feel like Brentford have really done great this season, but I feel like Crystal Palace will just be a bit too much for them, and I feel like this will be a Crystal Palace win where they'll win 2-0, and Crystal Palace will definitely take this, and I feel like Jeremy Pino will score and Mateta will score, and we'll hear the boom of the Crystal Palace crowd. Next, we have Fulham versus Wolves. And Wolves have been absolutely awful. No one's talked about it yet, and I feel like the manager should be sacked. I might make a video on that soon, and I feel like there's so much where Wolves aren't going to win. I don't believe they're going to win, and I feel like Fulham are going to win. They've not done too great for Fulham so far this season, but I do feel like they're going to win this one, and I feel like they'll win this one 2-1, but I can see this being a draw, and I feel like it'll be 2-1 where Wolves try and lose and he'll score. But Wolves are definitely conceding, at least 2 goals. And I feel like Fulham will walk away with a win and a happy win. Next, we got Nottingham Forest versus Manchester United. It's Sean Dyche-led Nottingham Forest, who just won in the Europa League against Ruben Amorim's Manchester United. And obviously, Nottingham Forest are going to be quite defensive. And I feel like this will be a draw. And I feel like this will be a 1-1 draw where Chris Wood will score for Nottingham Forest. And then they will hold back quite a lot. And then Man United will find a way to win in like the 85th minute with some, let's say, Shesko, he'll score. And it'll be 1-1. Man United fans, with how their form is going so far, they really hate for it. But I feel like, in the grand scheme of things, it's not too bad getting a draw against Sean Dyche's Nottingham Forest. Next, we play Tottenham versus Chelsea. And this is the biggest match, not so far, but of this match week. And this is a match where you're going to be quite close. But if you're a Chelsea fan, you'll know 100% it's called 3-point lane for a reason. And Chelsea are obviously, definitely, absolutely going to win. You're going to have Esteban scoring, and it would be a great match like it usually is. And I feel like it'll end 3-2. And what'll happen is that Spurs are going to score first, then Chelsea will get 2, then Spurs will score again, and Chelsea get 1. And obviously there's going to be red card. Chelsea are playing, especially if it's against Spurs, and I feel like Chelsea will get sent off. Now who? Let's go for Enzo Fernandez. I feel like he'll get a red card, and I feel like Chelsea will take this win, and we really need this win. And this is quite a desperate win for Chelsea because we need to get back up that Premier League table. We're in 9th place right now, and a win will shoot us up quite high. Next, we got Liverpool versus Aston Villa, and it's at Anfield. And Aston Villa, their form has quite improved so far. And Liverpool, they've done the opposite. They've got worse. and I feel like this will be a match where Aston Villa, they really gotta hope that they can, nick one against Liverpool. And it really does, it's really hard on Liverpool because this is a match where they need to get something, at least to draw. But I feel like Liverpool will go out and win this one, and they win this one, I'm going to say 2-0, and they'll keep a clean sheet. And for the third time in a row, I'm going to say Verts will score his first Premier League goal, and we'll have Ekitike scoring one and Salah scoring another. So let's make that 3-1. And Aston Villa scoring, and let's go Morgan Rogers. Then we got Newcastle versus West Ham. This is away for Newcastle, so our West Ham Stadium, the London Stadium. And I feel like this is a match where Newcastle are really gonna take this because they're in quite good form. West Ham, they've just had a new manager and he's sort everything out, and I feel like Newcastle will definitely win this one. Voltemada 100% scoring. He's the guy, he's the king at Newcastle, and they love him. And I made a video on him saying he's going to be the best striker in the world. I'm telling you, he's going to be one of the best. And Newcastle, they definitely got to win this one, and I feel like they'll win this one. Let's say 3-0, keep it in a clean sheet, and they'll definitely take this. Voltemada, he's scoring 2. Bruno Guimaraes, he's scoring another. Then we've got Manchester City versus Bournemouth. 2 great teams, 2 informed teams, but I do think Manchester City are going to win this because it's just the personnel that they have. It's just a higher caliber than Bournemouth. Yes, Bournemouth have Semenyo and he's going to score, and the manager is great. But I do think Manchester City are going to win this. Haaland obviously going to score. He'll score about 2. And it'll end 2-1 to Manchester City. Because Man City are all at home. And Bournemouth to Man City, if you don't know the geography of England, Bournemouth is right at the south of England. And Manchester is pretty much near the north of England. That's about, I don't know, let's say an 8-hour trip. And that has to take an account for the Bournemouth players. And I feel like they will win this one, let's say 3-1. And Sunderland vs Everton, this is going to be a great match as well. 2 teams who are quite rejuvenated. They're in high spirits, both camps. And I feel like it's going to be a draw. I feel it's going to be a 2-2 draw where Everton, they're going to score. But I feel like Sunderland have so much luck right now, so much good luck. But I feel it's going to be a 2-2 draw. And Sunderland, they'll take this result. And obviously, if right now they're looking to, not get relegated. I feel like they're not going to get relegated. And I do feel like they'll definitely take this. And in the end, it will be Sunderland 2, Everton 2. What do you guys think? Do you like, comment, share, subscribe. And thank you for doing so.